Inspired by 90 Day Fiancé fart jars, a teen mom star is now selling her dookie. There are some people that really do stretch the phrase, there's a market for anything, isn't there?
Excuse me, what?
Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/trashy, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. See if we can get this video to the 1,000 likes. That would be super duper awesome. Let's go. Woman says she sends herself anonymous drinks on first dates. A woman has revealed how she often sends herself drinks while on a date to make it look like she's got a secret admirer, with social media users saying her idea is really smart. This is like the real life version of the person that wants more attention by liking their own posts. And I can honestly kind of think if you try that whole secret admirer thing at so many different places, it would start to make other people think, do you have a stalker? Do not use sinks to wash feet or footwear. Mud from foot washing clogs the septic system. Yeah, you know, people really out here calling that whole "that sign can't stop me because I can't read logic" and think that's something that makes you look good. No, it don't. You're dumb as a pack of rocks. Wedding dress never used. Never used due to ex-fiance receiving oral off my son's godmother. Sooner than gone. It's better bought from Bows and Bells in this location for £500. I just want every last bit of him out of my life. I feel like I'm gonna come off as fickle when I say this, but if you're advertising it as never used, but you're wearing it in the photo for the advertisement, I feel like that is not going to work out that way. Hopefully you get your money's worth out of it, though. Hi, my name is Blank. I upcycle dead squirrels I find in this location. Perfect holders for pens, cutleries, etc. My husband uses the heads for golf, so nothing gets wasted. 10 for each, or 2 for 35 from Tia. I can't show the squirrels, but there are just some things you should not do with taxidermy skills, because this is straight up medieval. Positive pregnancy test. Positive pregnancy test for sale with complete and discreet packaging. Your choice of test and style of test. Ah yes, such a wonderful thing to either try and trap your significant other in a relationship and keeping them from leaving you, or try to get them to give you money and then you just book it. That's totally, absolutely fine. Because honestly, like, are there any other reasons people would want to fake a pregnancy test? And I looked in the comments, some of the people were saying if your significant other ever does this, do not sleep with him first thing, because then they will actually try to get pregnant. And then the second thing is to go get them tested again, because them just popping up out of the woodwork with a positive pregnancy test looks kinda sketchy. I'm looking for someone to date. I am done quite hookups. Okay, sure, but you're probably confusing the heck out of anybody looking at your profile because you are very much wearing pretty much only a T-back. Not only that, but doing one of those Instagram mirror shots that says, hey, look at my butt. Like, I can't even show the photo that goes with it in its entirety because it is just showing, like, all the things. Zack Snyder's daughter's death is tragic, but it was nothing compared to the likes of Stan Lee, Kobe Bryant, Chadwick Boseman, Steve Jobs, Michael Jackson, Larry King, etc. Are people really out here gatekeeping the significance of somebody's death? Like, what the frick do you think Zack Snyder's thinking about this? Like, his daughter's death probably is hitting him harder than Stan Lee or any of the other celebrities. Oh, for I don't know, for any frickin' reason. Oh yeah, because it's his own daughter. We got a lovely 3 magical signs here. Of course, the face coverings inside because we're during them plague times. Keep 6 feet from other players at all times. Practice social distancing. Again, because of the lovely plague times. And lastly, only one person allowed in the stall at a time. I mean, really, girls, if the best your guy can do is in an arcade toilet, then come speak to one of us. We got plenty of lonely people that have their own apartments. Honestly, I feel like the dude that made that sign was just sick and tired of seeing it. Like, I'm fairly certain at one point in time I've had that issue pop up with a couple of people that were customers, or I guess they weren't really buying anything, but they wanted to get a little friendly in the bathroom one time. But this dude, he had to have been dealing with this on a weekly basis, because that sign is too well made for that to have been handed out by corporate. The Bee Canyon Off-Roading Trail will be closed Saturday, January 15th to make way for a volunteer cleanup. Large amounts of trash and litter, largely left over from target shooting activities, will be addressed. Not picking cleaning up after yourself after shooting on public land is an a-hole move. Don't do it. Bring a tarp and some trash bags. Also, how about we just agree not to use national landmarks and public forests as shooting ranges? That would probably be a good thing to do. Okay, this is on top of the caption saying that they had their music up full blast and shouting too. This person pretty much was trying to fish for a confrontation on the bus. Such a wonderful class. Oh, wonderful, great. Yeah, whenever I've seen people like these, I'm just honestly afraid to like say anything about it just because I know for a fact that they're only doing this to get a reaction out of people. I had something like this happen both on public transportation back when I was going to college and ride on buses and all that stuff, and when I was at SEMA on the Deuce bus. People would be having this shouting, loud music and everything, and if anybody would ask the person to, hey, can you turn it down, or hey, can you quiet down for a little bit, they would just get even louder and in the person's face. If I was black, I'd be picking cotton, but I'm white, so I'm picking you. You know, I gotta say, out of all the ways you could have asked the girl you like to prom, this has got to be one of the worst. And unfortunately, this isn't the only version of this type of poster that I've seen. There have been countless ones, because for some reason, this happens a whole lot. This is my kitty car. Nah, dude, that's a freaking Prius. Just because Prius got a P in its name don't mean it's an acronym for a kitty wagon. So I'm honestly assuming you probably either pissed somebody off or you are, in fact, that stupid. If you're not willing to throw bricks at cops, you don't deserve this booty. You know, I'm fairly certain there is no quality of booty that would ever get anybody to commit a crime. Plus, it might just be me, but isn't it like throwing bricks at people just morally looked down upon and seen as like a bad thing you probably shouldn't be doing? Made the homeless race for some bread. Who y'all got y'all money on? Just a wonderful thing to do. Take advantage of the homeless for internet points. It's absolutely fantastic and totally not a reason that people totally wouldn't hate you. It's only taking advantage of the less fortunate. Technically Sam's Club, but I think it belongs here. Smoke crack, worship Satan, F midgets. I'll take shirts that were made by the Facebook algorithm for 800, Alex. How I be dancing at my daughter's quinceanera knowing all 8 baby daddies will be there. Honestly, I'm still a little bit hungover on the whole 8 different baby daddy things. Like, okay, but also you're gonna have your daughter finding out ways to get you uninvited to a quinceanera. Oh yes, the good old classic stealing your radio. This actually reminded me of something that could be a very good solution, and I hope the majority of my audience knows what I'm talking about. There's this old aftermarket radio, I think from maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I don't know exactly, but it has some kind of a rainbow light on it, like the RGB stuff you see in computers, and all of the computers are in just the top front panel, and you can actually take that out, and it's super awesome, and I think this would be a fantastic solution, and I wish that more people used it. Like, for example, it would be something like this, where you can take the whole front plate off. Yes, it's a little bit pricey if a little under $100 is expensive to you, but honestly, I kind of feel like in the long run of things, it would be very much worth it instead of you having to go out and constantly get new radios. So if you happen to live in any type of area where car break-ins are very common and unfortunate, this is definitely something you should look into if you haven't already. That, on top of them actually looking pretty cool with all the lights and everything. My husband and I made an adventure for our baby to take him to 100 different bars before he turned 1. Yesterday, we are celebrating hitting the milestone, so I made this shirt for me and my husband so everyone could see all of the bars we went to. I have multiple concerns about this. Like, I'm no professional at math, but that is a bar every 3.5 days. I don't know if that's a good decision. And that would imply with that type of pattern between days, you're starting from day 1. It's like thinking you're in the delivery room and then all of a sudden, like, okay, let's go to the bar now. I don't think the phrase baby first brewski is ever gonna sit well in anybody's eyes. And I mean, like, I could probably imagine if you thought that would have been somewhat of a good idea to do like a family event or some kind of goal to do with the newborn, but maybe bar hopping is not the best thing that comes to mind. And I honestly don't want to know how close to this being the first idea this was. Plus, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're breastfeeding your baby, I don't think alcohol is the best thing you should be putting into your system, right? Because I honestly can't word it in any other way in my mind aside from baby's first keg stand. Flour to grown cracker. Yep, that is totally, definitely acceptable in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, perfectly fine. You want to know what the fine line between what is trashy and what is not when it comes to these kind of stickers on cars is that you never see anybody with a really fancy luxury car doing this. It's always like some early 2000s, like $3,000 junker car. Like, you'd never see anybody do this type of sticker on like a Nissan GTR or something like that. It's either this Ford F-150 from the early 2000s, or for some reason all of the Chevy Tahoes. But with that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions. Just let me know what your favorite season is. I don't know, the engagement is absolutely awesome. And if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.